Hey guys, Lawton here with Verified Investing, back with another Pro Charts video. And in today's video, we're talking about some of the market's largest movers. And let's just hop right into the chart, shall we? So first off, let's talk about the S&P, which is up decently today. S&P opened up basically about flat, sold off a little bit, right? 0.2%-ish, but had a nice rally about 0.85%. Now we're still down from the gap down, yesterday's gap down, but expect movement closer to that 747 level. Now the S&P might have been up, but the Qs have not quite followed suit because they're down about 1% or 0.1%, despite opening up over 1%. Now we'll get into why that is a little bit later, but after pushing up about 1%, the Qs kind of sold off down here and fell about 4% intraday before finding a base here just around the flat line. So the Qs have had a great rally up so far, and it'll be interesting to see what it ends up doing moving forward. And for me, taking a look at this, I like to see if there's a potential parallel channel that's kind of been formed here on the S&P. It looks like there pretty much has been a nice parallel channel. Let's see if we can get the bottom correct here. Let's see here. I can go like this. Okay, let's go like this. Okay, so we pretty much have a nice upsloping parallel channel here. If we can break the midline, you could potentially see more selling, but we'll have to see what happens. And the semis, really big news in the semis. Semis opened up significantly lower, down about 1%, and actually sold off after getting a bounce, sold off over 3% intraday. Now, what happened? Well, first of all, Intel happened, right? Intel provided earnings yesterday, and they crushed, absolutely demolished earnings, but they had actually a loss due to significant one-time losses. But if we take a look at extended trading hours here on the 1 minute, we can see as soon as the earnings came out, what did Intel do? Absolutely ripped and surged up about 14% in the post market. But interestingly enough, by the time the markets did end up opening today, Intel was only slightly positive, falling about 10% from that level. It is now negative about 3% on the day. So this is really, really interesting. Despite crushing earnings and having good earnings, Intel pops up, comes back down, and has actually gone negative on Intel. Looking at this, support, is clearly going to be around this $95 gap fill level. It looks like it did bounce just about there. And then, there's a pivot low here from last week, Friday, an additional gap fill here from 84.52. And the key level that I'm watching on this Intel is right here, this 66.78. That's the gap fill from the last set of earnings that Intel did put out. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now Tesla had earnings on Wednesday, and yesterday was a blood red day for Tesla. It was down as much as 15%, but actually crushed past that level and fell below 310. Unfortunately, did get a little bounce in support there under 309, but about a 1% bounce. But Tesla's still significantly down, right? Tesla did, miss on their earnings, right, despite beating revenue. But we'll have to see. I mean, they recently launched the robo-taxis, and there have been, kind of a mixed bag, right? They've had some good reviews and some bad reviews. And taking a look here on Tesla, interesting to see. You're going to see a couple key things. So under the $300 level, around 298, you have a pivot low, beautiful level of support there. You have an additional pivot low that I really personally like down here around 273, 275. you'd see that previous consolidation and trading action around there. And finally, the biggest level is going to be the lowest point in the last, since 2024, basically. And it kind of coincides with these levels here from 24. But the Liberation Day lows down here just around this 214 level should provide significant support for Tesla if it continues to sell. But the markets aren't done moving. A couple other key names, like let's look at HIMS. HIMS, despite having a good recovery yesterday, it went up 14%, right? Despite starting the day lower. And today you have kind of the opposite. We gapped up a little bit on HIMS, gapped up about 2%, did get that initial push up 3% and sold, and are down 13% from the open on HIMS, down about 10% intraday from yesterday's close. On HIMS, it's a little different because you are kind of breaking some key upsloping trend lines, right? We've tried to play around this kind of upsloping trend line, broke it, tested it, even tested it again today. So we'll see what HIMS actually does. If we can confirm down here below and then close below, or we're going to see a retrace on Monday. That'll be something to keep an eye out on. But there's going to be key level of support all throughout this $25 level. I anticipate a potential bounce there if we were able to get a another sell-off in HIMS into at the beginning of next week. Couple other stocks to talk about. SanDisk, SNDK had a bit of a red day after a nice recovery after this kind of down move down here and creating a beautiful, see if you can name it before me, head and shoulders pattern here on SanDisk, forming beautifully. And the way that it works, so you have the left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. So if we can get another sell here, this head and shoulders pattern might be triggered. It might be triggered there. And let's see a nice measured move on that SanDisk. Pretty much would be a move down sub 300 to 276. So we'll see if that ends up playing out. But this is an absolutely beautiful pattern to keep on your radar as SanDisk down about 7% today. Finally, Apple continues to bounce. Like, wow, look at that bounce. I thought after yesterday, you might have had continuation down, but there was that little doji. And look at it, absolutely ripping here. But where's resistance? Heading towards new all-time highs. I'm looking here around 340, depending on where it hits the top of this potential parallel. Right, that's where I'd likely like to short Apple. All right. With that being said, guys, that'll do it for me for today's Pro Chart Market Mover videos. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. If you're still watching, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back for another Pro Chart video later this afternoon, so I hope to see you all there. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.